Hey guys, hey. Just coming on, do a collective reading. Let's see what's going on today. Or tonight, or whenever this finds you. Ooh. You may be celebrating. You're in a really good energy, but you seem to be stuck on a decision. Not sure which way to go, left or right here. Yeah, you're feeling stuck on this decision. It's something it's weighing heavily on your mind for sure. Oh. Okay. So this has been something that has been on your mind for a long time. Nice. Doesn't necessarily look like you're scared to make the decision. It looks like it's a hard decision for you to make. You're sitting in really good energy, but it looks like it's a hard one for you to decide to go for. You're not just in your head about this. This is also really affecting your heart too. It's something that is it's important to you. It's very important to you. I think both are, like both decisions. So that's what makes it really hard. Because I think on one hand you see it, so I think in one hand you see it as kind of an ultimate happiness. On the other, I think you're worried that you're going to hurt someone or someone's. I think you're worried about being judged as well for what you decide. Something flipped, but it didn't come out, so alright. I'm not taking that. Oh, they're trying to pop out, but they're not coming all the way, so. Okay, and as soon as I say that, they come flying out, of course. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is very much love. Okay. Wow. I don't see that, like, it doesn't look like it's two different. It doesn't look like it's two different people. It just looks like you have a decision. Maybe you had an offer. Okay, so you probably just had contact after a period of separation from who you would consider your other piece, your divine. But this looks like it's. Have you met up with them? It looks like they've made an offer, and it looks like it's a good offer. Well, it looks like actually it kind of looks like it was a good offer, but I don't think you fully trust it. You think they're hiding something. I think they've asked to meet up, or recently maybe you did meet up and you just are not, it's not quite sitting with you correctly. Like it's not, you can kind of feel it. It's not quite sitting with you right. I don't need 10 cards, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, this person you see as your happily ever after, the person that you want to end up with. And it looks like you've recently had an offer. So if you're still in separation, this is probably not your collective. So if you haven't had an offer, or maybe it's just about to come, you know what I mean? It's then, but if you've had no movement at all, I don't think this is your collective, because this looks like movement and an offer that I mean, and this is just recently, because this is heavy on your mind. Heavy. And you're not quite sure if you can trust. It's funny, the cards I keep getting on the bottom of the deck. And you're not quite sure if you should be trusting it or not. Wow, you have that twice. So I think the offer you got was really warm and loving, really, I don't know about supportive, it's the word that's coming, but, I think they said what you've been wanting to hear. And it came in but I think it's just, there's that, I think the decision that you're stuck on is whether or not you can trust the offer. I think that's the part that's kind of got you, 2 of Cups on the bottom. That's the kind of, that's kind of got you in the, you're not sure what to do. I think that's where the confusion is, or what you're stuck on. Because it doesn't, I don't see anything about another person. You're not worried about that. High Priestess on the bottom of the deck, you know. So you're not worried about, oh damn. So this person, another way to tie you into, it could be kind of like a hopeless romantic, or they kind of have that playful side to them. Oh, as soon as I started talking about third party, it didn't look like anything. So that might be what you don't trust. You might think that there's somebody else in the background, or you might think that they are coming from someone else, you know, like they've recently left something, or they haven't told you about it, or they're coming across like that never happened type of thing. So I think that's what you're not trusting. And it might be that maybe you guys just haven't had that conversation yet, but it already, to me, although you're juggling this kind of already looks like you've made up your mind to take the leap. I mean, you're still kind of, you're doing this. Should I not? But it already, underneath it all, it looks like you've definitely kind of made your mind up to take the leap, to trust them. I wonder if this is it like a, I'm gonna get the not nice deck. Let's see, because I want to know if that's like, should be. Okay, so this is not the first time you've had cycles with this person, which on any type of big journeys that can be normal, having cycles with someone. As long as there's growth, then you're breaking them, right? So I think you're worried that you're coming into another cycle rather than breaking through it. But it still looks like you've already kind of made the decision that you're gonna go for it, you know? Yeah, the mask thing, that you're worried they're not being completely authentic. You're worried that the offer is off the back end of, maybe you're fearing like whoever this other person was or is in their life, that they've kind of had a, you know, like big tower, they've had a crumbling of whatever they had, and they're just not being straight up with you about that, or that, yeah. You are literally going back and forth with this. That you just are kind of like, do I go, do I stay? You're in some confusion, but underneath it already looks like you've kind of made up your mind that you're gonna do it. I think you need to trust your instincts here though, because it looks like you are weary of this possible other energy. That doesn't necessarily mean love either. I mean, from this it looks like it is, but it doesn't have to be, I guess. But it would be still a big presence in their life. And it almost looks like something happened in that connection, whether that's romantic or not, and there was like a crumbling of that foundation, or just a big blowout kind of thing. And now I think you're worried that happened and then they kind of went right for you, and that maybe there's been no growth and that you're going to repeat cycles. This is very interesting. So I'm like, let's get some more of this. I think I already grabbed this deck. I'm grabbing it again, I guess. Yeah, this person is how you see your happily ever after, and you really are hoping that this is about rebuilding with this person, not you are trying to come at it like, so okay, you see this person as your happily ever after. You are wanting to build on this, so I do think again that you've kind of made up your mind you're going to take their offer. I think you're trying to come at it more like trying to let go of the past hurts, which is what you kind of have to do when you go through a it's a new day, new relationship. You have to come at it new, not bring your old baggage with you. And I think you're really hoping that for them that they've done some healing, and you kind of are viewing it like, I think whatever they came out of, you viewed that in a really negative light, and you're hoping that this is their kind of their steps to work on healing, to work on breaking old bad addictions, habits, things like that, walking away from things that no longer serve them. And I think that's what you're hoping for, but you have kind of a little bit of your doubt is running that in your head that it might be a mask they're wearing, so to speak, that they're running game, that this is, and you're going back and forth on it. So this isn't the first time probably that you've had an offer from this person, and the last time you did, I would say they let you down. And now this what you're hoping for now is so last time you got your heart broken for sure. That's crazy. So no wonder you're hesitant on this time, and you should be, because there's something to be proven. They've got to show you that this is different, that they're coming as a different version of themselves, not a masked version. They have to be authentic, but that they've grown enough that now they are a different version than the one that presented before to you that ended up breaking your heart. And the third party thing, whether it's romantic or not, is something that you're focused on a bit, and you're not sure if you can trust what's happening, and it already looks like you're going to take this leap. So best advice for this is that you do it with eyes wide open, and you watch for every little red flag at all, because if you start to notice they're doing the same shit that they had done before, then that's your proof right there that there hasn't been enough growth, that they haven't figured enough out, that they haven't gone through enough. And people will look at third party situations and being angry at the third party, and it's kind of like, well, who else is going to teach these guys and gals? I don't mean guys like a dude, I just mean in general. Who else is going to teach these people their lessons? Because you can't do it. So that's not your role in their life, it is, we all are karmics and everything to different people, but for this, if this is what you view as your happily ever after and your divine love, then your role is not to come in and teach them lessons and then they grow from that and you go your separate ways. Your role is that after they've learned these lessons, which a lot of times comes from third party interference, so to speak, third party lessons, is then to get the grown version of them, because that's what you deserve. So I would say focus on them and don't worry about the third party stuff. Don't put your focus there. Worry, well, don't want to say worry, but I mean, keep your eyes open. Go into this with your eyes open. Don't be fooled, and don't listen to the words that they're throwing at you, because words are really easy to spout. They can talk out their ass forever. Watch what they're doing, because their actions are gonna be what's gonna prove to you that there's been growth and that it's gonna soothe you in that sense. Be like, oh, okay, I can trust what they're saying because they're backing it up with how they're acting and their actions. That's what you want to watch. Don't listen to a thing they're saying, because they can be full of shit for days. But their actions will show you exactly what they're trying to say, or what they're not saying, or what they are saying. So watch that. Go into it with your eyes open. Do not lay all your cards out on the table immediately, because this person has to show you that this is not a repeated cycle, that this is going to be different. But that also means you're coming into it different too, which is letting go of all the past shit. But go slow with this. Don't rush into this. A lot of people, when they come kind of back into alignment with someone, then they just go balls out, and then you get a whole new level of problems, you know. So take your time. There's no need to rush. What is meant for us will never pass us by. Even if you have to go on cycles with the person while you or they are learning lessons, regardless of how the lesson comes, what kind of form it comes in. But it won't, eventually you will align again. So don't rush, and go in with your eyes wide open. That is the biggest message here. Okay, I wish you well on your journey. I hope this cycle is broken, and that now what's coming next is, get down. And now what's coming next for you is gonna be the love that your soul's definitely craving. And I think you both feel like that about each other, but the work has to be done, and the past has to be let go of, and the cycles have to be broken. So, all right, on with your journey. Good luck. I'll see you later.